I'm here today to talk to you about the real estate of real estate. So, what's actually going on in the world of real estate? We have information coming at us 24/7 from the media and other outlets that is frankly conflicting, sensational, and confusing. It has a lot of buyers and sellers and people on the fence sitting back waiting to see what happens. But really, what are you waiting for? We're going to dig a little bit further into that today as we talk about the real estate of real estate as told by leaders in the industries of both real estate and mortgage lending across the United States. So, going back to that question, what are you waiting for? And I'll tell you some of the things I'm hearing. I'm hearing people say, well, we're waiting on the market to crash. We're hearing that a recession may be coming and the market's going to have a big crash like it did in 2008. Well, number one, don't be afraid of the word recession. 4 out of the last 6 recessions saw appreciation in home values rather than home values going down. That was 2020 with the pandemic, which was an anomaly, and of course 2008, and conditions are nowhere like they were in 2008. It's a physical impossibility that we would have a crash like we did in 2008, and I'm going to tell you why. 39% of Americans that are homeowners own their home outright free and clear, meaning they don't have a mortgage payment. They don't have a mortgage that can get foreclosed on. An additional 29% of homeowners have more than 50% equity in their homes. That means that over 68% of homeowners in America either have 50% or more equity and or own their home outright free and clear. That means that it's actually impossible for us to have a ton of foreclosures hit the market like we did in 2008 because conditions are completely different. The other big thing that we're hearing a lot of is rates. We're waiting on rates to come down. We're waiting on rates to come down. Well, let me tell you, as Brian Buffini says, who is a real estate industry leader, the impact of waiting is going to be a very bad recipe for you very soon. And ultimately, that's because our nation is sitting on the doorstep of the largest home buying demand in U.S. history. There are several indicators pointing towards this, and we're going to discuss that here next. The here and now is an awkward and technical environment brought on by the Federal Reserve in attempts to control an overheated economy. As history shows us, home prices in the United States only ever go up outside of periods of technical correction like we are in now. And frankly, these periods of correction are when you should be buying. These periods of correction are when you're going to have your biggest opportunity in the market as a buyer, whether it's for investment or for yourself, making a move up or down, or as a first-time home buyer. You're going to have a lot more leverage in negotiations with the seller. You're going to have a lot more options to choose from, and you're going to have more time to make a smart, well thought out, informed, and educated decision. We do understand that a lot of people are concerned about higher interest rates right now, especially after seeing the record low rates that we saw over the last couple of years. But the reality of it is we're probably never going to see rates that low again. However, there is some relief coming on the horizon. Leading experts in the mortgage and real estate industries are projecting that rates should hopefully come down to around 5.5% in Q4 of this year and hopefully continue to trend down into the high to mid 4 range in 2024. However, when those rates come down, buyers are going to flood the market. This pent-up demand is going to exacerbate our inventory, and it's going to create a very competitive marketplace like we'd seen in the end of 2020, 21, and into 22. So circling back around into that competitive marketplace that we're expecting in the next couple of years, just wanted to hit another couple of indicators there. So we do have over 3 million households in the U.S. that are bringing in over $150,000 a year that are still renting. It's likely that a lot of those people will become buyers. A lot of them are probably in that group that are waiting right now. Likewise, the biggest percentage of our population in the U.S. is on the cusp of the average age of the first-time home buyer. Right now, the largest percentage of the U.S. population is in that age of 31, 32. The average age for home buyers is 34. So they're going to be coming into that first-time home buyer age very quickly. And of course, our third indicator is that interest rates will trend down, which is going to release huge pent-up demand. So the overarching point here is that if you were thinking about waiting, if you were thinking about getting into the market, but now you've decided you wanted to wait to kind of see what happens, reach out. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what your wants, your needs, and your goals are. A lot of you have worked with me before, and you know that I always work from a standpoint of information and education and care. You will never feel pressure from me to buy. I want to be here to be a resource for you at the end of the day. And that's a big part of why I'm sending this video out to you all. So there are a lot of positive indicators in the market for what's going to happen in the world of real estate in the next couple of years. And as you all know, I'm always just a phone call away, and I'm always happy to talk about real estate with you. So thanks for tuning in, and I really hope to hear from and see some of you all soon.